Love conquers all, right? But does it matter if a woman has more education than her man? Word is, though, women are marrying men with less education. Here's why. The Pew Research Center's newly released study shows 60% of advanced degrees like master's degrees, PhDs, are all held by women. 60%. That means the women seem to be smarter than the guys when it comes to getting that education. Our relationship expert, Janie Lacy, is here to explain this trend and help you kind of balance it out if you're contemplating it. Morning, Janie.
Good morning, Kia.
Okay. Why are women then, if they hold these degrees, master's degrees, PhDs, going for the guys, the blue-collar workers, and maybe not get, the guy or date the guy with the PhD?
Because one of the things I do is I moonlight and I teach online classes.
Oh,
and a lot of the students in my classes actually are female. So if we kind of go back to the basics, they're just more female in the classrooms and moving forward to education.
It's just a ratio thing, a numbers thing.
Right. There's just not a lot of college-educated men available to a lot of the women that are taking up these classroom seats.
Okay, so it's, slim pickings out there, so
Very
to speak.
slim pickings, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing that there's a higher education in the woman and she's going more for a blue-collared worker. It's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, because, I guess that's the kind of the stigma is like, oh, don't marry down. Women have to marry the guy who has more money, has more education. What do you keep in mind when looking at a potential mate who may not have as much education as you do?
Well, you want to look at your core values. Do the two of you have core values? Are the most important fundamental things of the relationship the same? And because we have different occupations, it may bring some excitement to the relationship, right? If he's working with his hands and you've been at the desk all day, you can have some interesting conversations when you're coming home at the end of the night.
Yeah, it would suck if you're an investment banker and he is too, and you've been talking numbers all morning, and you go home and he's talking numbers with you. It's boring. Absolutely. Do you think, though, you just go back to the, general love rule? Sometimes opposites do attract, maybe.
Right. In personalities, opposites do attract, but we attract the same of the core of who we are, and that goes back to those principles and values. We want to keep those the same, but with the personality and the things that we choose to do, you want it to be different. You want someone to compliment you, and you don't want a clone of yourself, so to speak.
And throw the hand up to your girlfriends, if they say, he's only been to high school.
You can say he reads. That's what matters.
Awesome stuff, Janie. Thank you so much. For more information, of course, you can head over to our